Let me tell you about Ashley. She's 37 and works in marketing at a tech company. She's done well for herself. Worked hard to climb the corporate ladder while her younger brother and sister seem to coast through life. Ashley lives in a small downtown apartment. It's not much, but it's hers. She's been putting money aside for years, dreaming of buying her own house someday. The family dinner. One evening, Ashley's parents called. They wanted her to come over for dinner. Nothing unusual there, just a regular family get-together, or so she thought. When Ashley arrived, she saw her brother Mark's old Honda and sister Jen's car in the driveway. The whole family was there. Her mom hugged her a bit too tightly at the door. Something felt off. Her dad looked tired, older somehow. Mark, who's 28, was glued to his phone as usual. He works part-time at a bar, but spends most of his time partying. Jen, 30, works at a salon but can never stick to one career path. The bad news. During dinner, Ashley's parents dropped a bombshell. Her dad had lost his job due to budget cuts. Her mom, a teacher for 30 years, needed to cut back her hours because of health issues. They were struggling to pay their mortgage and bills. The room went quiet. Then everyone looked at Ashley. "We hate to ask," her mom said, tears in her eyes, "but we're family." Ashley reminded them she'd already been helping, paying for groceries, a new fridge, and helping with home repairs. She'd even helped Mark and Jen with rent when they needed it. But her siblings pushed back. "You make way more than us," Jen said. Mark added, "It's not like you need all that money." Despite her better judgment, Ashley agreed to help. The money drain begins. What started as just mortgage payments quickly spiraled out of control. Ashley's phone became a constant stream of financial emergencies. Her mom needed grocery money. Her dad's car broke down. The water heater died. Property taxes were due. Every time, Ashley sent the money without arguing. Then Jen texted asking for $2,000 for a certification course. Ashley had already sent $1,200 for the mortgage that month, plus $450 for utilities and $800 to fix Mark's car. Her savings were disappearing fast, but she kept telling herself it was temporary. A disappointing birthday. Ashley's 37th birthday arrived in April. She invited her family over, hoping for a small celebration. Her parents showed up empty-handed. "Sorry, no gift this year," her mom said. "You know how things are." Mark arrived 20 minutes late with a woman Ashley had never met. His gift? A $4.99 keychain with the price tag still on it. They ate her food, packed up leftovers, and left quickly for another party. Jen texted that she couldn't make it. She had a date. Ashley spent her birthday listening to her parents complain about money while hinting they needed more help. The anniversary party. 2 months later, her parents wanted to celebrate their 40th wedding anniversary. They needed $5,000 for a venue and catering. Ashley should have said no. She wanted to say no. But when her mom called with that pleading voice, talking about never having a proper celebration, Ashley gave in. The party was beautiful. Elegant decorations, catered food, champagne flowing. During the speeches, her parents gushed about Mark's entrepreneurial spirit and Jen's artistic talent. Ashley got one mention. Always so responsible. She'd paid for the entire celebration, but was barely acknowledged. The devastating truth. During the party, Ashley stepped outside to take a work call. When she came back in, she stopped by a mirror in the hallway to check her appearance. That's when she heard her mom talking to her aunt around the corner. "Ashley's just a wallet for us now," her mother said casually. "She always gives money when we ask." If she wasn't helping with the mortgage, we probably wouldn't even stay in touch. She's always been difficult, not like Mark and Jen. Ashley's aunt asked sympathetically, "It must be hard having to pretend you care about a child you don't love." The words hit Ashley like a punch to the gut. Her own mother had just admitted she didn't love her, that she only kept in touch for money. But it got worse. Her aunt asked about their will. "We updated it last year," her mom replied. "The house and everything else goes to Mark and Jen. Ashley's not included." Ashley pressed her hand to her mouth to keep from gasping. Not only did they see her as an ATM, but they'd cut her out of their will entirely. The house she was helping them keep would never be partly hers. The aftermath. Ashley slipped into the bathroom until she could breathe normally. When she looked in the mirror, she looked the same, but everything had changed. She quietly collected her jacket and left the party. No one noticed her leaving. At home, she poured herself wine and opened her banking app. The numbers told the whole story. Years of savings gone. Her dream house slipping away, all while being treated as nothing more than a source of money by the people who were supposed to love her most. Ashley had learned the hard truth. Sometimes the people closest to you see you not as family, but as a convenience. And sometimes the most responsible thing you can do is stop being responsible for everyone else. Taking back control. That night, Ashley sat at her kitchen table with her banking app open. She scrolled through months of payments, adding up everything she'd given her family. The mortgage, utilities, loans to her siblings that were never paid back, the anniversary party. It was shocking. Nearly $30,000 in just a few months. And for what? To buy fake love from people who didn't even like her? With one decisive tap, she canceled the automatic mortgage payment. Then she went to bed and slept better than she had in months. The silence speaks volumes. For 7 days, Ashley heard nothing. No calls from her parents. No desperate texts from her siblings. They hadn't even noticed she'd left the party early. Then her phone rang. Her mom's voice was panicked. The bank called. The mortgage payment didn't go through. "Did you forget?" No hello. No asking if she was okay. Just straight to the money. "I didn't forget," Ashley said calmly. "I canceled it." "What do you mean you canceled it? Why would you do that?" "I'm not paying your mortgage anymore. I'm not giving any of you money ever again." Her mom's voice rose. "Have you lost your mind? What's gotten into you?" "I heard you at the party," Ashley said, her voice steady despite her anger. "I heard what you said to Aunt Linda, that I'm just a wallet to you, that you don't even love me." Her mother stammered excuses, but Ashley continued. "And I heard about the will, how you're leaving everything to Mark and Jen. Nothing to me, even though I'm the one keeping your house." Her mom said, shifting to a condescending tone, "Family helps family." "No," Ashley replied. "That's what I do. Mark and Jen don't help. You and Dad don't help. I'm the only one giving, and I'm done." She hung up and turned off her phone. The family panic. When Ashley turned her phone back on hours later, there were dozens of missed calls and messages. Suddenly, everyone wanted to talk. The texts all said the same thing. She was being selfish, she was overreacting, she had money to spare, she owed them. Ashley blocked all their numbers. For 3 peaceful days, she had silence. Then came pounding on her apartment door on Saturday morning. Through the peephole, she saw them all, Mom, Dad, Mark, and Jen. "We know you're in there," her dad called. "Open up." "I have nothing to say to any of you," Ashley replied from behind the locked door. "We had to borrow money for this month's payment," her mom cried. "We could lose the house." My health isn't good, her dad added. Do you want us homeless? Why don't Mark and Jen help? Ashley asked. They're getting the house in your will anyway. How can you be so selfish? Jen shouted. You're just a bitter old maid with nowhere to spend your money. Those words stung, but they also confirmed what Ashley already knew. She was nothing to them but a checkbook. Leave now, or I'm calling the police, Ashley said firmly. You have 60 seconds. She heard cursing, then footsteps walking away. The extended family campaign. The calls started coming from other relatives, cousins, aunts, uncles, all with the same message. Family comes first. How could she be so cruel to her parents? Ashley stopped answering unknown numbers. She blocked emails and made her social media private. Slowly, the pressure died down. Through mutual friends, she heard updates. Mark and Jen had moved back home to help with the mortgage. They were all struggling without Ashley's money. No more expensive shopping for Jen. No more partying for Mark. They had to rely on themselves now, rebuilding her life. Meanwhile, Ashley was rebuilding her savings. Her dream of owning a home was back on track. Without the constant drain of family demands, her account grew amazingly fast. She started looking at houses again and even scheduled viewings. One evening, she got a text from an unknown number. It's Mom. Please call me. We need to talk. We miss you. Ashley blocked the number without replying and went back to browsing house photos. Houses where she'd never have to open the door to people who saw her as nothing but money. The new house. 3 months passed without family contact. Ashley focused on her career and started therapy, trying to understand why she'd let her family use her for so long. Her therapist helped her see that she'd been trying to buy their love with money, hoping they'd finally value her like they did Mark and Jen. But their love was never for sale because they never intended to give it to her. By month 4, Ashley made a big decision. She sold her apartment for a good price. Combined with her rebuilt savings, she had enough to buy a nice house in a good neighborhood. It had a cozy backyard with mature trees and space for the garden she'd always wanted. Not a mansion, but something better, a real home that would be entirely hers. The desperate call. The morning after her offer was accepted, Ashley's phone rang with another unknown number. Against her better judgment, she answered. Ashley, please don't hang up, came her father's voice, softer than she'd heard in years. What do you want, Dad? We're having a really hard time. The bank is threatening foreclosure. Mark and Jen are trying, but they can't cover it all. I'm sorry to hear that, Ashley said, meaning it. Despite everything, she didn't want them to suffer. But I can't help anymore. We made a mistake, he admitted. Your mother and I have been talking. We've changed our will. The house will be split 3 ways now. Equal shares for all our children. There it was. Not an apology, but a bribe. They weren't sorry for how they'd treated her. They were offering her a share of a house that might be foreclosed anyway in exchange for continued financial support. That's not why I stopped helping, Dad, Ashley said quietly. It was never about the will. It was about being taken for granted. It was about Mom saying she doesn't even love me, that I'm just a wallet to all of you. She was upset that day, he protested weakly. She didn't mean it. She sounded pretty clear to me, and none of you have apologized. You're only calling because you need money again. The silence confirmed her suspicion. I have to go, Dad. I just bought a house, my house. I hope things work out for you all. She hung up and blocked the number. Moving forward, the attempts to contact Ashley continued, growing more desperate as their situation worsened. They sent messages through co-workers and neighbors. Someone even slipped a note under her door. Each time, the focus was on what they needed, what she could give them, never on how they hurt her or how they could make things right. Through friends, Ashley learned they'd taken a second mortgage to avoid foreclosure. Mark finally got a full-time warehouse job. Jen gave up on cosmetology and worked as a receptionist. Her parents sold their second car and cut expenses everywhere. Ashley felt mixed emotions. Sadness they were struggling, satisfaction they were facing reality, guilt that she wasn't helping, relief that she'd broken free. But mostly, she felt proud of herself for standing her ground. The wedding. 6 months after cutting ties, Ashley moved into her new house. Every inch was hers, paid for with money she'd earned without sacrificing her self-respect. She painted the walls her favorite colors, bought furniture she loved, and planted flowers in her backyard, creating the sanctuary she'd always dreamed of. While unpacking, her doorbell rang. It was a delivery with an invitation to her cousin Emma's wedding, along with a note. "I know things are difficult with the family, but I'd love to have you there. No pressure." Ashley had always been close to Emma, one of the few relatives who hadn't taken sides in the drama. She called that evening. "Will my parents be there?" Ashley asked. "Of course," Emma said honestly. "But this is my day and I want you there. I can seat you far away from them." "Will they try to corner me? I can't handle another ambush." "I've made it clear, no family drama at my wedding. If anyone tries anything, my fiancé's brothers will escort them out. They're both former football players," Emma added with a laugh. Ashley decided to go. Maybe it was time to reclaim her place in the extended family on her terms. The wedding was beautiful. Emma kept her word, seating Ashley with old school friends. Ashley caught glimpses of her immediate family throughout the evening, her parents looking older and more subdued, Mark in an oversized suit, Jen without her usual designer accessories. During the reception, Ashley stepped outside for air and found herself face to face with her mother. "Ashley," her mom said, clearly surprised. "You look well." "Thanks. You too." An awkward silence stretched between them. "I heard you bought a house," her mother finally said. "Yes. I sold my apartment and bought a nice place with a backyard. It's perfect for me." Her mom nodded, looking down at her hands. "We're doing better now. Mark got promoted. Jen's going back to school for something practical this time." "I'm glad," Ashley said, meaning it. "We miss you," her mother said, her voice small. Ashley looked at her, really looked, and saw not the manipulative mother who'd called her a wallet, but an aging woman who'd made terrible choices and was living with the consequences. "I miss who I thought you all were," Ashley admitted, "but I don't miss being used." Her mother flinched, but didn't argue. As Ashley turned to go back inside, her mother called after her, "Will you ever forgive us?" Ashley paused, considering the question. "Maybe someday," she said, "but not today." Walking back to the reception, Ashley felt lighter somehow. She didn't need their approval anymore. She didn't need to buy their love. She was building her own life on her own terms, and that was something worth celebrating.